They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Huh.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
Huh.
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, two, one.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neuvillette? Why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to... Farina will soon be meeting with the Knave. Will do.
you to the Traveler in Paimon? Though I'm sure he's already...
Oh, so you two are the honored guests.
Of course!
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the...
I've already prepared seats.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what... I wonder how he's doing now.
So...
Oh, against ordinary people,
but I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but... Oh.
Because...
And where did he go? The Fortress of Meripede. Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent... Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya.
all letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as... Hold on.
I suppose that... Have we entered into...
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess.
Indeed.
I win this bet.
Very well. It was...
You made a bet.
We made a...
I figured you would have at least...
Shouldn't you have gotten...
So what gift must...
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the...
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be
That was... Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina, as the Hydra...
What are you trying...
At this point, I don't yet. The prophecy's hanging above our neck, but you?
You're wrong.
I am not alone. Oh, great
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Fontaine will...
Then I ask you...
My...
I see. Allow me to be... Oh.
The...
Then allow me to jog your... And what do you plan to do with the massive...
The oratory?
So you also have no... I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the... But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nuvilec?
Yeah.
Of course I will. Although, I must... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left. Traveler, I heard that you were You too.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality.
You're welcome. It is...
Very well.
Mind seeing me off, traveler?
Paimon's coming
Water jet!
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. Do I look like an That was all. Formal topics should be... I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything...
They've all been working...
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's By the way, and you can just... You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty, and immediately...
Didn't he say he was... Forget it. I will be meeting some...
Do you require...
No need. I need to meet...
Oh? You dared?
My goal is just anything left... It's just as I get. In fact...
Who are you?
The fear and... I left the scene not long after. There's no doubt. I have to...
Yes, Father.
My dear children.
News from the fortress of...
Probably the... I'm afraid this is a good... Set up a meeting. Oh!
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's the initiative. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you. It wouldn't mean any... I've now had 2 chances. I am a servant of Her Majesty, the... Of course, it is, however... Don't you think, Fontaine, ultimately, though... You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve. And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly.
No Neuvillette?
For now, yes. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it... So as permission granted.
Whoa. You...
If by the phrase you, I believe so. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of it.
Huh? What?
You may be closer.
Oh? And what do you think? The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not.
We were just guessing.
You get...
There's...
Please.
Well, if... Then since
None of the they say that when
There are 7...
the Dragon Sovereign... In any case, given the status quo...
Oh.
I still have some urgent...
Please go right ahead. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Courier?
Yeah.
That's no excuse for...
Lurvine,
Hello there. It's been.
and you.
Yep.
It can be.
I mean, the
Oh yeah.
You two really are...
Not at all!
Crumble!
Seedwing! Traveler! Paimon, are you still doing alright? We're fine. A few people... of course. How did Neuvillette... Miss sure, Neuvillette. I ran into the bomb. If you're not... Just let me know if you can... I'd like to take the...
You guys are back.
You guys didn't.
And here.
All right.
Hey, it wasn't
I was also whenever he'd say.
Hey.
These two... They sure are...
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every lap.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
We may leave at any time. Take it easy.
Now guess.
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler.
Looks like you're recovering.
Oh, right.
Whoa, how did... She didn't want to stress...
Yeah.
Okay, but check...
You meant father?
She said a few things.
Her attitude towards you is even... You should believe her.
Oh, Paimon just...
Hey!
Are you going to... Looks like it. Excellent. For real? Another implied... Well, next...
Do my eyes deceive me, or...
We wanted to see how the fortress is...
We're fine, for the most part.
If that's the case...
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. He came here in a hurry and...
He sure sounds...
Miss Cloran.
Where the gifts...
Nervalette got the milk. Well, it's Nervalette... Oh, and I have some...
Are these from...
Nope. You've already wrapped up your work at the...
For real? Then...
You may exit. Just remember to come...
Take it easy.
We're back in our cell again. Sure feels... Huh? How did you know? Hey, it's like... There are so many bad things in the world. You're counting Paimon today? Then let's ask count... the last time we thought... We should be safe now. Alright then. Good night to you, Traveler. sec. Oh, today's our...
Please, sign here.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. What? Huh?
What's happening? I'm fine.
Let's go ask the Duke. Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two.
Yeah, what was with the earthquake?
Ah, that. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs...
So the fort...
If you recall...
Huh. Wait, seriously?
Aha!
Yep. It's you two. That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But, oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure...
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see it?
I knew you...
Well, you actually...
Ah, so you...
After being down here for so long... Yeah, don't worry.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best. Well, it seems our work in the... We should You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette?
I'm sure just you... You're right.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, excuse me.
I'll be right there. Sorry, Everyone's so busy. Neuvillette!
Hello. In the meantime, please, have a seat.
That's all right.
Very well.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish.
All right.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day...
That's right. And do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your whale of that...
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how?
Most people wouldn't be capable of Yes? What is it?
Ah, right. We asked the Duke.
It turns out that I... The source of the...
The water level.
Fortunately, if the change in water level...
Navia should be important.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'll have to ask you two to go to...
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
Navia should be around. We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone up.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! How could this have happened?
Just hang in there.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a...
Yes.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to...
He's wounded?
He fell.
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and...
Understood.
All right. You'll... I'm sorry. Right. A little earlier, we suddenly... The rushing water seemed everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water, those who realized the Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible. But the water that flooded... No one knows if this could happen again.
How awful.
It was quite frightening indeed.
Is there any way we can help?
Thank you.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here.
Sorry. I need to go for now.
And off she goes.
Okay. The wounded are being tended to. Of course, Traveler.
Huh?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day...
Right. That's...
Navia? Navia, what's...
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver.
Huh? What happened?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan. They were helping and... I've known them. I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect...
I can understand. But
See, it's not just...
How could yet the cemetery...
Buying yourself a...
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey!
I'm quite serious.
That makes sense.
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us...
Personally?
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip?
I'd promised to let them... I'm sorry for letting you see me in a...
Paimon does...
I had always thought Malus and Silver. I'm so.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia.
By the way, you can have a look at this.
Oh, Benna, so...
It's okay. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Malusins...
You're right. What you said just now...
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Is every...
Yes, my people are... As for these...
Thank you.
Wait!
We just met recently.
Thanks to the knave.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said...
My subordinates...
This is nothing to... As I've told this, lending your...
Without your help...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver.
Don't say that. As Paimons, I've never...
You're right. Water is...
So, you're...
Of course. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then...
That is a... Traveler, you and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Indeed. During some judging by my people initially...
So, that...
I wanted to take the... Linny told me, which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family. But Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you. I'm sure you all...
Oh!
The intel I just...
Got it! So...
Excuse me, but may I tag a...
You wish to join, Miss...
But... Are you sure you're up to explore...
Well, there's no point besides.
Since you put it that way, all right.
Okay, the three... So, are these the rules?
They seem to be pretty...
Let's go in!
Just be careful.
Quietly now.
I'm going in!
Game's up. Funny's over.
Dada Kundala.
Take it easy.
The floor here isn't safe!
Busted.
There is no escape!
This place has also been contaminated.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the...
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be a... don't get Paimon wrong.
No, you're right. That complicates things.
In that case...
I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the...
All right. Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Take it easy.
Wait, there's something wrong with this brick.
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing?
Maybe she just...
Yes, it...
That's quite...
Oh, right. This is...
Is something the matter?
Oh, no, I was just trying...
Do you remember...
We were headed...
Right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. I've been great. They were knocking at my...
Sometimes...
Oh, yes, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what...
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me.
That's right.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time I've heard... And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time to...
Huh? We do?
Well, now...
Miss Navia, here you are! My trial?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just...
Oh?
Look, it's Navia!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. And as for the judge...
Please sit in the
All right.
Typically, it...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have
Enough with...
My dear Miss Snap, as all here know, you, after you took over, not only you... Yes, we are one bit, therefore, this...
Huh?
Oh...
How... I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now.
Stay here, Navia! You're one of...
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to...
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady.
She was born a free...
Her actions please do not
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. Even if Miss Navi, everything is... Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
And you would call this justice? Have you forgotten how much you all...
Do you mean... If your justice is...
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that...
Demoiselle.
Silver, I remember now. Everything that seemed Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt.
Absurd! Who are you to don't let them escape?
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to... After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Silence.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion, the court will adjourn.
Our thanks.
Please leave with me.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only...
Loose.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you...
Goodbye.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake? Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still...
It looks like you're all...
Did all this happen?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. You were just about to be... I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only... Were it not for their intervention...
Wait! Did you say... Oh,
Perhaps those 2...
I always told...
Please come with...
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps...
Why do you look so... Oh, Paimon knows...
I merely thought that we should give no...
Huh?
I suppose so. Ah, Sijuin.
No way! Don't...
I see.
Oh, and the dude...
Thank you.
He's so... Never...
Yes, in fact. Amid my astonishment...
Yeah, we...
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
Oh, right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Now you shall perish!
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step!
Here. Shine down!
The wind knows me.
Gotcha! Going in!
As one with wind and cloud.
Here comes the catch! Inazuma shines eternal!
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place? There should not be any other hidden space.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates. It seems...
Perhaps we should just leave them be.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates.
The surrounding wall.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see.
It feels like someone...
That would fit the circle.
There's a person.
And is that...
And...
the 4th image.
The people will all be dissolved. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Miss...
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's...
I really...
Still...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come...
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by time...
Egeria, then. The previous Archon kneeling before the float...
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are...
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come...
In that case, there's no time to lose.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here.
You still haven't...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work. Traveler, I will go... I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop...
Are you really gonna...
She has long been...
Alright,
I will be
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the... Alright.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
Yay! And there's... Paimon's already starting...
Oh, that voice. Is that...
Huh?
It's you two.
Mona?
Seriously? Still, we didn't. Well, I have. Why did you think I was from? Well, I used to have my own. There was nothing for it. Nope. Although it is used. Wow! I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this, Astromancer. Whoa! My name means thrice as great. I know, right? Talk about it. Megistus is thus the calling card of our school. That sounds terrible. But anyway, you're not fun to. Well, I was born. Oh, that's a. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. The invitation was sent quite. What do you make of? What I can tell you, I'm afraid that. But on the flip side. A visionary? Of course. The old hag could do it. Huh? Thanks, Mona. Oh, well. That's the greatest. Indeed, and.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. Right, but we were able to recruit Mona's help, didn't we? Our fun. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of. But it's time to get up.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and changing. Appointment of guards at all times.
You're here! Finally! It's Monsieur Durvalette and Lady Furry. Like I said, I've already explained everything!
And yet the problem, it is not mine. Look at this.
You mean...
We did not arrive in time to avert this. I will say this once more. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some...
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now, but...
That's correct. The second of these...
I don't!
I'll ask you, my deciphering...
All gods don't have the same secret. I understand your concern.
Forgive me for saying this now, lady. There are several... This is not strange. You have never been as...
Well, since you know, there's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix. Just trust in me. That's all I have to say. We do not Oh!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the...
I assume you've been outside.
Oh! You...
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Still, I do not understand. Everyone in her... We may have to...
Oh?
Normally, people will...
But...
We will need to consider... if at all possible. This may be cruel to her. But who?
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in it.
And here you are, drinking tea.
That's what family
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a...
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about...
me?
Then, how about you?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as...
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things.
That was a little long-winded, don't...
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to... As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll...
Oh?
Well...
Huh?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good...
I see.
He is glad that you...
In that case, do any of you have experience?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were...
I'm afraid not, though that was their name. Today, a trap so...
For me, our line of...
You use some of those techniques while moving...
Yes, and...
I'm afraid I can't claim that it...
And I can be...
With discretion.
I remember that
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear...
That makes sense. You usually solve problems direct, but I do have one. If we were to create... If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes...
Wait.
Only a hunter who...
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them up, but we shall require much more...
Oh...
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
It's been a tough few days. Paimon thought they'd be at least a little frightened. Well, Fremine was, now that it's hard to say. After all, you're the most reliable... did you just... Paimon's never seen that...
Don't be frightened. Aw, have you forgotten me already?
Wait, you are familiar. You're the voice we heard from the sky in Sumeru.
The voice from the sky, I fear that description is wrong. Though, not completely wrong. You're feeling lost now, just as you were feeling previously. I sensed that, consider me the prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. You may view such things as the history of the future.
What?
I believe you have witnessed a failed attempt with your own eyes. Ah, just as prophecies are the things that you...
What?
I believe that you understand, right? Ultimately.
The voice. Hey, it's you!
Well, I see I've walked in on some lively
Mona!
Fine, just not all fun. Why, yes, I'm in full
That's right!
Ah, yes. About... Huh? Goodness gracious. Are you serious?
She said that even
The Hexen Circle members are certainly anything but ordinary, but I've never met.
Whoa.
Their abilities are...
Well, it's not like Paimon could...
Yes, she was quite... Perhaps it is something... Traveler? Paimon?
Oh, we're fine.
I see. I guess you could consider me someone who has all... But even so, perhaps that's what En was trying to... I did originally...
Huh. You do have a point.
It was worth trying, I suppose. That...
Paimon feels kind of moved by what Mona said. Hey, Traveler. Let's walk around the city, shall we? There's a few spots we always like to walk by. Huh? Let Paimon see! The underwater... My recent attempt thus didn't... So while the fourth journalist Charlotte's... Charlotte took so many... She hasn't been able to get a hold of it. Ugh, seriously? Hey, quick! Look! That's the limited edition, only 6... It was so delicious
One slice of cake, please.
Someone showed up after all! Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too?
Wait,
That's right.
do you come here often?
Usually every day.
Every day?
It's part of my daily...
Then what if someone...
But why would it...
Well...
Oh, the prof? No, it's...
Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have... These 2 slices are for you.
Oh, you know Seatree?
I sure do. She said that I've got something else to do, so I'll...
And there she goes! Alright, let's dig in. Paimon... It's more delicious! Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious... Oh! We're near the Steambird office!
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and
Really? Well, Paimon knows you're not like... Still, what brings... A friend of ours met... Ah, so you... So she mentioned me? She said that you're... Nice. Huh? Oh, of course it doesn't. Yeah. Why not? Oh. Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! Ooh, so much... Wait, Charlotte. Paimon's still got a question for you. And what's that? If you're from what I've seen, so in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepped. Just think about it. If this Nate... And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that... I'm not a dreamer, but anyway... That's... so... Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we? The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh? Paimon's been thinking... If it wasn't Fontaine... No, but... We've always been moving to the... You mean... Still Huh. Feels like you'll grow, but it's still good.
Ah, so the two of you are still here.
Oh, you're from the Palais
Yes, I'm Isadora. Not at all. Yes.
All right.
Well, that Lady Farina was loudly accused, and before she could, the crowd continued.
So people...
I agree.
So what happened after...
Seeing that the the Marechaussee fan...
So, you...
That's right. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god. Good.
Don't worry.
Is that...
Well, sounds like we should hurry over to Poisson then. If we know for... And, as we all... When Nervalet was... It would be hard... Paimon thinks Farina... Huh! Well, in that case, there's... This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Could Farina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible. That's Farina, right?
What was meant to... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but what can I even do? Who's that?
Don't worry, Farina. It's just us. Farina.
What? They even... Oh, and I'm sure...
Hey, there she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
Farina, those people seem to be after you.
They are... That's...
Farina just ran off! Quick, we have to catch up! This should be the place, right? Hey, Farina! There's a good hiding spot.
What?
Hurry, they're almost here.
Fine. I suppose...
Yep, that's...
What's happening?
Yeah, a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, did it?
It can't be.
Well, there's no need...
Yeah, but the people of Poisson, they've already...
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years. I once had informants all over Teyvat. I've tried all kinds of ways, but we cannot make an enemy. Indeed, fate. But just now, it all, as long as don't worry. Well, that's enough for now. Don't take any of what— Come on! Share, that's impossible. A witness. Yes, I've heard that you came to Teyvat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here. And if Teyvat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a—
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance. Now, without further ado—
So, do not forget, however, that—
May I interpret these words? As your— In that case, you will have the opportunity to defend your—
You withdraw your I see. It seems like you have made up—
I can't believe it.
What the heck is going—
Wow.
Lady Farina.
It would seem that there has been—
Looking for excuse—
I raise my hands I'm sorry. You are not— But now, I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world this time. Applaud and mark my words. This shall be one of the most exhilarating and brilliant shows ever to grace the stage of
Woohoo! Oh, no. Why does it feel like Farina just took over the— Also, even though she's still acting—
All right, then.
The court asks the prosecutor to please take the stand.
Is that— Also, please allow me just how much—
Well, we did do a lot of prep after the meeting that day.
I can go over the tasks.
Navia,
Most of the people who participated in the disturbance this morning, they changed into the people's resentment against their— Moreover, according to—
So, you mean—
And their goal was—
That's right.
As the super ultimate version, the volume of the box was increased by a whole order of magnitude, and the distance it traversed was the entire gap between Poisson— Was an arc. My thanks, Farina. Of course, this performance, we had to select a location.
So, in other—
That's right. It wasn't a sign of another disaster to come.
Then, I can guess you gathered a crowd. Prepared also that—
Yes, that it—
Well, Clorand, as for you, you'd make sure that I didn't notice anything amiss before revealing yourself as my prosecutor once we'd— Oh? It's fine. The stage is already set, so there's no reason to disappoint the audience. Let's see this trial.
Madam Prosecutor, please allow me to pass. This is a
Huh? Charlotte wanted to give us something? Oh, so she's— Oh, let Paimon see. So in other words, we can— Let's quickly confirm the information in it. Just think of it as a refresher, alright?
You've defeated— I didn't— This is the first of the two— The fortress— According to Miss— I nearly lost the words of someone as extraordinary as a witch.
The prosecution and the defense are both in position. The trial shall now begin.
Oh, just fast forward. Of course. It is only not.
That's true. But my charge here is unrelated to you instead.
Wait, what was that? Lady Farina's a fraud?
Hey.
Charge accepted. Lady Farina. Lady Farina.
I plead not. There is no way that I, Focalor, otherwise known as Farina de Fontaine, a member of the Seven and the Regina of all waters, kindreds, peoples, and laws of Fontaine.
Yeah,
I have cause to believe that common sense will prevail in this case. Many of the members of the audience have known me as the Hydro Archon. See? Even the... if you wish. And if I...
That doesn't... First of all, you may be...
Who gave you...
A curse. But in light of this
Neverlet sensed it too, huh?
Lady Farina. Well...
Well, don't start celebrating too early now. Even if I have been carrying a curse like you said, how does that prove that I am merely a... Besides, for centuries, one need only to turn their eyes...
That doesn't sound right. You tried to...
Didn't I make myself clear at the time?
Lady Farina, I believe a while the court is in... You will prove your... That was no trick.
So, you neither knew why instead of having...
The real Hydro Archon. It is true that I did not... But the oratories handed out... You can't...
She's still throwing out...
My pal...
If that poses a concern...
Aren't you the Hydro Archon? Or...
Indemnitium! Yes! It's all because of Indemnitium! All Archons... Thus did I give...
Isn't that...
Yeah, no matter...
It seems like nobody's buying Farina's excuse.
Hey, come now, everyone! I'm still the same, please.
If what the prosecutor...
Did she deceive...
Enough! That's enough. Tell me then, if you have...
Wow. It has been established.
Since you insist on claiming to be a god and not a human, then there's a method that you can...
Miss Navia.
Super sorry, now. I've brought some seawater from Poisson, including... So, Miss if we are to believe that you are... But if you don't dare to touch it, then we would have basically proved the reverse... Oh, and I must remind... I do hope you'll act prudently.
Navia from the...
If Lady
Lady Farina.
Well, of course he had to...
She's just
What's going on?
Due to the inherent...
Hey! I'm fine! Look at me, everyone! Will you believe me now?
Miss Siegewin?
Siegewin?
Don't be nervous.
Please announce the...
As everyone doubtlessly saw, Miss Farina, what she was
Thank you, Miss Siegewin. Lady...
Oh, wait. What did she...
Well, however, after extensive discussion, we don't want...
Yeah, so it's a great thing.
I can't... Listen to me, everyone. Think about it. Also... Please, everyone, anyone, just listen to me. I swear,
I don't think anything.
With all the things that have been said, Paimon doesn't think there's
I believe the time for arguments and presentation of evidence has come to an end. If there are no objections, we will move on to the final judgment.
I don't think anything she says at this point will sway me until is too stacked against her now.
In my capacity as Chief Justice, I shall now render judgment on Farina's misrepresentation of herself as the Archon of Fontaine. As a human who knowingly deceived her fellow citizens, Farina is guilty. We shall now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Farina is...
Well, what's wrong? What's the Oratrice's verdict?
No.
Isn't that correct?
However, to be punished via...
That's actually one...
The one and only time...
Farina's been...
This outcome is indeed... Is this...
Yeah! Even if I...
Indeed. But now...
Excuse me, if I may interrupt. Is the trial still...
Fremine! Oh, you finally made it.
Mm-hmm.
Is that...
I looked everywhere, but has the trial...
Thank you for your hard work, Mr. Fremine. Please allow me... Traveler, I believe that you have already seen the...
So what do you see? What is it?
I believe I've now made...
Huh? Isn't the Hydro Arc... so when you...
In truth, however, I'm uncertain...
Okay, let's... The first stone slate describes what you just said. Does that mean that the second stone slate shows Celestia float? This must be the point when the third slate shows the... Well, the fourth slate is the... We didn't believe that such a
We know from the case of... And that... Perhaps what is the and the...
That doesn't...
It's not as... What the... A prophecy from the... If...
They'll dissolve into the primordial... The Hydro Archon with... Navia fell into the water. The eruption of the primordial... The stone slate's Huh? Oh, Paimon gets it now, but... Then it feels like...
Let's hear them.
Incredible.
All Fontainians Phaimons were originally created by the late previous Hydro Archon, with Oceanids as their base. The evidence for that can be... Oh, and according to Nav...
Indeed.
Yeah, and it follows from the content of the... That could also...
The Hydro Archon...
And yet, after many hundreds...
Yeah, and so wouldn't it be trying to show... In the end, did Paimon get all that right?
You've made some keen deductions. However, while you were able to decode all the information when we were at the ruin, now that the slate collection is complete,
Well? Did you get it?
I believe I should share this truth not only with you. Your hypothesis in the Fontaine of Old, the previous Hydro Archon sensed the yearning of her Oceanid familiars for life on land. The Oceanids were enamored with the beauty and romanticism of human beings, and wishing to have those experiences for themselves, expressed to the However, he not one to give in. She eventually found a way to create permanent humanoid bodies for her familiar. She poured pride, but if Fontanians would... Of course, the Hydro Archon never received permission from the heavenly principles to create a new human race, and thus, the Hydro Archon and all of her creations came to shoulder the original sin of appropriating the power of the primordial sea. That is the true history.
That's way too much information. Wait, but if that's the...
This really...
Alas, your hypothesis regard a key point of they have not been. The nation of Fontaine is the nation of Hydro, as well. You may also recall, therefore, that the people of Fontaine, yes.
I think I'm in truth.
What? Huh. If that's the case...
Traveler, I would like to point out another about the fourth slate. However, as for the root cause of the... This eruption was just a small...
That doesn't sound...
It was both
If we're talking about it...
the truth, the original...
That was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
So we've met it at last. I understand very well that whale does not... It has been greeted, and once it is...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontainians at...
Precisely. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea...
We just...
That is correct. From the way he looked, he must have been fighting...
That battle maniac. Anyway...
It is too late. It had already even if the entire...
That's... We've already done... We've come so...
Indeed. That's...
I'll fight it to the end.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Just as prophecies are usually only the future as seen from the perspectives of the god, ultimately,
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
You...
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is just too amusing. I couldn't help myself.
You are not Farina. Who are you?
The sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous. A sure sign that my attempt to deceive everyone was a resounding success. But to answer your question, I am Focalor. You know, the god.
Focalor? Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. Fontaine condemned to be flooded. One was not amused. In fact, one was positively bemused when that problem was thrust upon me by my dearest predecessor. That's the former Hydro Archon Egeria, for the uninitiated. It hardly gets more disastrous than a preordained national catastrophe, now does it? She knew full well that the prophecy would surely come to pass. And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible situation that I found myself in. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only one possible solution to this confounding conundrum. I had to outwit the heavenly principles, allow the prophecy to be fulfilled, ostensibly at least, while saving everyone at the same time. I'm a genius, I know. I can only assume that's why Egeria chose me as her successor. Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inheritance one dreams of. Between the task of saving the nation, the quotidian duties of the Hydro Archon, and not to mention the original sin of creating a new race of humans, I dare say she left me quite a colossal mess to clean up. But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And the human counterpart I left behind, I named Farina. She could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she wished. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? The Hydra Archon alone, weeping on her throne. In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady, to forever play the part of the god from the prophecy, all to create a deceitful appearance of that prophecy coming to pass. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger. I cannot begin to fathom what she...
It has indeed. And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely. Take it easy.
Oh? Who permitted you to come onto the stage? All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state... I am... Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. Everybody stand up! Now you shall perish! Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Let's light it up! Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me?
Be not nervous. Be not
Wait a moment. You're... Mirror me? Mirror me.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people...
Oh.
What? But...
I will tell you.
But if there were...
I suppose that... Don't worry. It's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to
play as...
That's right. If you can...
But...
Don't worry. Being a human, remember.
So...
To a... But...
A trial. The Maison Cardinalise. What should I say? I'm sure you've all heard. In truth, as the god Focalor, once again, this, I thought I might...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen.
Wait, what's right? Calm down, Farina. Assertive. Now, I was wondering if some... you may consider... Now then!
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were in...
Personality? It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, we have heard it said, the scales may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be there is, so long as I...
Yes! Oh, yeah!
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports, as well as a summary of the follow-up for your perusal.
Come now, was I not just at the Opera House in person? Leave these kinds of things to Neuvillette. Besides...
That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your duties. The trial I await.
Lady Farina.
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your... All right.
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was the one...
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for...
I see. It's as I thought that all manner. Really?
I'm...
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment to breathe this whole time. But it's good to see that maybe this is...
Lady Farina, here are the...
They'll...
Lady Farina.
Indeed, my...
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant...
Understood. I feel utter...
Lady Farina, it's... I've heard that the first... Are you crying?
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the So hundreds and I never have I want to all I can do is keep up.
Farina, you don't have, although I don't know what you might be keeping from every...
Share, that's impossible.
But even if you're burdened,
just share a witness. And if to... She's right. But if No, Farina. But what if, Farina, is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can... If you let this opportunity slip, think about it. Long and hard. No. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to...
Fine.
So even Farina?
Yes, she did very well. If she had... It seems that trusting human...
I believe that. How would you build...
Ah, good, good. Of course the Eudex of Fontaine has... I'm sure you...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a... It now seems that...
And then I became one with the Oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes. Alas, you're... In truth, it is no... Oh, you haven't... My work, oh, but really, some have already the vast majority has been. Had to be.
It was all...
Indeed. This power accrued over 5 centuries, but...
So the Oratrice's... The destruction of that divine throne...
Returning what's... In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the... No, what? Getting the authority of the ancient.
All you've done.
I've never quite. Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my right, Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And I, speaking of justice, I have always believed that just so, if the theft of the primordial sea, then, leaving in other words, defying the at this point, Iudex Nervilla.
So when I was at last, in the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries, you are things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare that.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Iudex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried?
Was that bright light?
It's time to end. I have gained this. We should seize the opportunity to pursue Traveler. Now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamity. Come with me, Traveler. The hour of execution has come. already done my best to separate flower from seed from the whale. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
There is no escape!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility, and a chance will present itself.
Illusion shattered!
Take it easy.
Let's light it up!
Inazuma shines eternal!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its roots from within.
Illusion shattered!
Quietly now.
Now you shall perish!
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but it was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point.
That power. Who are you exactly?
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he has the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think...
The point being?
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Huh?
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I...
The fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfalnir, then? Or Gold Rhindaughter?
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhindaughter's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhindaughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person?
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry!
Hey, lend a hand!
Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong! The prophecy was wrong!
The prophecy was wrong.
The soil renewed. Old soil, skyship with the various people always... Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people...
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoops. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a...
Paimon's
And that's exactly what. Oh, this time.
Take it easy.
Navia! Oh, it's you.
Hey, Princess!
I'm here to update my. Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garou. Our residents are.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of you, but if you don't mind,
I get where you're coming from.
that would be fine.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the.
Huh?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking if you.
Forget it.
I see. Well, if we're talking about doing things for mice, of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone.
How did it go? Was it a good shot?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the also not to. Wow.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got the.
Whoa, you're well informed.
That's a.
In truth, I told him that it was.
You're right. Stay safe now. And.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgia.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you?
Of course.
It's an honor to.
No need to thank.
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way. It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her.
Sir, please don't.
But it looks like.
No, I.
Now, I might not look it, but I had the boat that brought. Still, if I might have.
I have to apologize, but that ship is present.
Really?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps.
Did you really have to use the word? Well, then, 2 solo photos.
Is my hair messed up?
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like?
Hey, Miss Sharp. Sure.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at?
Same old, same old.
Other than that flying ship.
That's why I decided.
You're too kind, sir.
I see.
He sure did.
I'll tell them that the.
Oh.
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next.
Maybe. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Take it easy.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in...
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget?
It's a wondrous bag.
Trick a friend.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I...
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine social.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even...
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out.
Lynette, could you...
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. Father says that...
That's out!
Oh, after Lady Farina...
A diplomatic...
Yes, it could have been done as an... Furthermore...
that's true.
I would agree, but... I suspect you'll have to...
But back to the topic.
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you know?
Are you going to take the nose...
That is our... Don't be too switching my masks. Well, that depends on many things. As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh?
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like. The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled...
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon.
To move things about?
That's right. I guess this must... All right, then.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy...
Take it easy.
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there! So, you really are here, Neverlette! Paimon didn't think you were going to have free time this hour of the day.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. In any case, you came at...
Alright, let's have... Whoa. So that Fossilor but Paimon still doesn't quite get what you...
For me, Fontanians were but so long. In other words, when I gave my verdict.
Fossilor must have counted on... Yeah! And...
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask away. I will tell you the truth.
When we spoke, we guessed that there must...
No. So regarding this specific issue, I was... In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
to see what's going on.
What next?
I can fight. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons. But with something very simple. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know.
You should have the...
Remains? Well, that much is... But I fear I have...
I've been training with... It is only natural for... Regardless, to live in itself is a...
What do you mean?
No...
This third...
Master, if you're interested, though,
Next time, you believe...
I do.
That's what she...
The remains of... So that's what...
All the same,
And she said that...
if she speaks the truth... I guess that you might already... That means that the nose...
Like... No, like comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all. That's what you say.
I too believe it unwise to make too many blood...
Alright.
Yes.
But...
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if life flows like... And what ultimate...